164, Nicholas Good. 167, Pete Norman. 169, Jonathan Palau. 186, Jaden Benbow. 189, Sean Francis. 191, Jordan Marshall King. 193, James Blackwood. 195, Kieran Toner. Number 202 is Madalitzo Masashi. Number 2, Robert Catalurno. Number 12, Devontae George. Number 14, Liam Robinson. And number 15, Harry Fryer. Jackson, do you want to take us through Team Grey?
Yeah, sure. So going through Team Grey, we've got Kane, Edwards, Hegarty, Kenny, Notley, Bob, Courtney, Bob, Moffat, Cridland, Edwards, Ardita, Smith and Moffat. And it's just important to note, particularly in the Grey team, over the past 2 years, unfortunately due to COVID, some of our youth players have not been able to experience what it's like to play for Australia in that youth program. So Touch Football Australia thought it was appropriate to actually bring the youth to this camp and give them a run. So in the Grey team, that's mainly filled with the youth players, and what a special moment it is for those guys to play up against some of the best players in the world.
Oh, it is, mate. It's an amazing concept that TFA have come up with to put this tournament on. But in saying that, I'm not expecting the Grey side to be overwhelmed by this at all. The younger the sides, generally, there's a little bit more arrogance, a little bit more cockiness. I reckon these Grey guys are out to really put their foot forward and give it to the more senior, experienced Australian players. So we're in for some really good touch here this afternoon. So as we see Team Blue tap off here, and it's Pete Norman with the ball alongside Dylan Hennessy, one of the absolute legends of the game, in the bright green boots as he looks to find the right setup. Can't quite get what he wants, so they reset. Back to Hennessy on a nice little counties play, looking for the long ball. Early link pass to Jordan Marshall King. Back to Marshall King. Last touch. Well defended there by Team Grey. Nice early test.
Great defensive set there by the Young Bucks, but man, you look at that team, that Blue team, and you see the likes of Hennessy, Marshall King, Kieran Toner, Pete Norman. Like, they're four of the best players in the world in the game at this point in time. And, you know, to play against people like that, there's no other way to put it, but it's just a great experience.
Team Grey, but nice first set to the game, didn't hold back. Got a nice little attacking rate on the end of it, but Team Blue again with the ball rucking up the field. You can just see the speed of this game, how quickly both sides get up and down the park. There's no downtime whatsoever at this level. This is the absolute elite of our game. Nicholas Good there, the Australian captain. Nice setup for Hennessy. Massive long ball out to the wing. Well taken, but also well defended there by Team Grey. We're just trying to pick up some numbers here. It's getting a little bit harder now. It's getting darker out there. They've just actually put the ground lights on.
Exactly, good touch there by James Courtney coming across. And if you've never watched touch football before, keep out for the number 13, Dylan Hennessy. He's in the bright green boots. If you see him come out of dummy half, some of the passes that he is capable of is unbelievable. There's no one in the game quite like him at the moment that can actually throw that massive, massive long ball.
Oh, and Team Grey have actually gone in here first. It's Justin Cridland that looks like he's got a touchdown. We'll have a look at the replay here.
There's a little bit of a scrappy play, but it doesn't matter. It's the exact result they want. It's Moffat goes to... Oh,
it's a nice little... It's a cheeky little flick pass, and you'd expect that from the younger guys, but look, it's caught the more experienced Blue side napping, and that might just wake up the beast a little bit, I think.
Very cheeky play, little flick pass, as we see Marshall King with ball in hand now.
Nice little short side raid there. Marshall King tries to take off the offside player, but he's got back in time. Referee Kim Skelly has called him back. So what they do on the last here, not much. They just let that turn over.
Yeah, they won't be happy with that set. Team Blue. As the Grey team, this is the first time they've ever played together in a match before whatsoever. So for them to come out here, be 1-0 up early on in this first half, as Notley nearly squeezes through. They're just finding their feet quite well, Team Grey.
Notley we actually saw in the mixed game as well. He was quite impressive earlier in the day, so we'll see how he backs up. They go through the line. Oh, there's an intercept here, but did he touch him as he caught the ball? The referee has said he has. Tony Calabria was right on the spot there. We'll see it on the replay. Luke Kane from half tried to squeeze that pass through. Attacking player probably just ran the wrong hole there, allowed the defender to step up into the channel and take that. Pete Norman takes us forward over halfway. It's Norman again to Blackwood. But there's nothing really doing here so far for Team Blue. Team Grey doing a really good job defensively to stop them from getting down to their 7.
Yeah, you're right. The defensive effort from Grey and just the flow of the football is above the Old Bucks here.
Just a little bit more urgency now from Team Grey, but obviously the experiences with Blue, we'll see how they sustain it over the 40 minutes. But number 3 here, it's Cairo Dita. He's quick, he's got through the in-goal, but he just couldn't quite find anyone. Number 3, Cairo Dita, we spoke about him a little bit earlier, Jackson, in the mixed broadcast. He is absolutely lightning. He'll definitely be one of the younger players to keep an eye out for.
Oh, yeah, it'd be good to see him in some open space, maybe an intercept or two from Kai, but yeah, he's so quick and the confidence on him as well to pick up from half, square a defender up and take him short.
One of the coolest customers you'd ever see on a touch field, Kyle.
Oh, that's a great play by Marshall King.
Beautiful tap on. Beautiful tap on, and it's number 15, Harry Fryer, that goes over in the corner. Beautiful hands from Jordan Marshall King.
That's such a difficult still to master. Look at Hennessy out of half. There we talk about that long ball and bang, Marshall King using the right mitt just to bat that on.
Jackson, you've played a fair bit with Jordan Marshall King at Scorpions, but, mate, he does that a lot, doesn't he?
Oh, Marshall King is just a freak of nature. You put too much structure on Marshall King and, you know, he just likes to play that heads-up footy. You can't teach something like that. You can't say, pass me the ball, I'm going to bat it on. That's just something you can't teach. So it's good to see that players are playing heads-up footy. And again, another bat on. But it's something that's just instinctive to some players, and when it pays off, it's something special to watch.
Yeah, the apprentice just tried to copy the master there, but didn't quite pull it off. Hennessy takes us up over halfway again. He's going to be staying on the field and be involved in this attacking raid. Nice little step off the right, late switch back.
Oh, that's 6. See, Pete Norman, the experience, just held onto the ball 1 second more than he needed to, and then just passed it into the passing lane, which sort of gets the defence just to bite at the ball, and the Team Blue get a 6 again set.
Pete Norman from half, back to Blackwood. Well covered by Team Grey. Hennessy, he's in at half, look for a long ball, but no, goes short. But well covered again by Team Grey. They're holding up well so far in defence. They've only been broken down by that flick pass from Marshall King. Hennessy, another counties play. Oh, great link hole. That's a great ball and a great line there.
We spoke about it. Hennessy just loves to come off that right-hand edge, gets the ball, has a quick look at the defensive line, checks what's going on, and don't underestimate what Bembo has to do there. He's holding bottom of screen. And then the turn of speed, just to punch through the hole, get inside the winger. Don't underestimate the difficulty of that line from Bembo.
I was just going to say, Jackson, it's so important. The ball obviously is the first part, but it's so important that ball runner executes that hole correctly. Oh, beautiful little step there. Who is it? Oh, it's Luke Kane. Luke Kane, former NRL Premiership Dally M player for the West Tigers. Who else? Massive left foot step there on the Australian captain, Nicholas Good.
Yeah, you can see Good, he's not happy with that. Big slap of the ground. It is a bit dewy out there, so this sort of footwork will work. But look at the agility of Kane. Big left foot step inside Blackwood off the right and gets airborne. That's absolute athleticism from Luke Kane. What a play.
So we're 2-2 here on the Pain Away scoreboard as Team Blue go back on the attack with Marshall King. Pleading for 6 more, but the referee says no, ball down. Gray goes back on the attack. They're almost back up towards halfway. They're doing well getting forward, Team Grey, against this more experience. And just as I say that, they've actually earned themselves a penalty. So Pete Norman, Team Blue, they do look a little bit frustrated. Yeah, probably didn't expect Team Grey to come out as well as what they have.
Neither did I. This is quite interesting. And being in Team Blue, you'd expect to sort of have the one ledge up on over him, but Grey absolutely putting it to the veterans. So it's important for Team Blue not to get frustrated. I'm sure they've got the experience behind them, but little things like a penalty off the back of a strong set can do some damage, and damage it does.
Wow. Team Blue opened up there.
And it's Hayden Moffat punching the nice easy link hole, and it's good setup from Cridlin. Goes through the hands, Griffin. Nice early ball.
Yeah, nice little rooster wraparound play there off the ruck. Great field position. They really dragged that over the left side of the field to open up this right-hand space. And Moffat just goes through a gaping hole.
Good vision by Griffin. That's not easy to do when you've got someone right in your face, but can Team Blue hit back strong here? They got Marshall King, Hennessy.
Oh, short ball from Hennessy. He's found the space. That's beautiful. It's Bembo again. Great short hole from Jaden Bembo, but watch how Hennessy just cruises into that saver defender, takes all the time in the world, pump, and he saw Ardita step up high at link, and he executes the right hole.
The thing is with Hennessy, it seems like when he's got the ball, he has so much time to pick whatever he wants to do. It must just be the aura of him that I don't want to go anywhere near him because I just don't know what's going to happen. And when you leave him enough space, this is exactly what he does, carve you up.
Yeah, it's hard. When you're defending a player who's got such a deep skill set, if you come hard, he can step. If you sit back, he can ball play. He can run. It's really, really hard sometimes to know what to do in that situation. But, as we said, he's in the Golden Jubilee team. He's one of the greats.
Yeah, a bit of an error by Nick Good. Unfortunately looking for the space, but ball goes to ground. It's good to see the boys want to throw it round. But unfortunately, throwing it round does lead to a few errors, and let's see if Grey can capitalise.
So a nice little step back there again from Kane. So we've got 3 players on the field here, Luke Kane, Josh Moffat and Kara Ardita. They're all from the Central Coast Dolphins club. So they'll have played a lot of touch together. So look out for that combination as the game goes on as well.
Yeah, Luke Kane especially, if you can get him on the left-hand edge in that left-hand link or left middle, he comes out, he's got an absolute rocket of a left-to-right ball. So hopefully we can see that on display in this set.
And the referees have just picked up a little indiscretion here. I think it was just a forward pass in there picked up by Kim Skelly.
So if you watch 207 and 204, we've got Hayden Moffat in 207 and Justin Cridlin in 204. They're 2 experienced campaigners, and they'll work together to manipulate what they want Team Blue to do. So the 2 in the middle, let's see what they can come up with.
Nice little rooster play, step back from Cridlin, but hang on, we've got another. Is it another forward pass off the ruck? I think it is, yeah. Just a little bit too excited there. Easy to do when you're trying to get over that advantage line, especially when you're only a few metres out from the try line, Jackson.
Oh, 100%. And you can get caught too. The referees are obviously on it.
So here goes Hennessy again. Early link ball, but couldn't get the bat on this time. Tried to get it through Georgie Palau, but just couldn't quite execute. As Grey go on the attack again, they're already down up towards halfway. They're making some really easy meters, Grey. I'm really impressed with the way that they're getting up the park, the momentum that they're gaining, and they're not slowing it down when they go for their strike dumps either. Luke Kane, as he goes again, but there's an intercept this time from Sean Francis, experienced campaigner.
I am interested to see in the second half that patch of grass down on the Greys defending end. It's very thick,
Yeah.
and it's hard to run backwards in. So it could be a turn of the tables in the second half where Gray have to run backwards. As we see Kane out of half, he's gone through.
He's broken the line. He's going to find Jack Smith. Can Smith get it down? There could be a call here. The two referees are going to consult. There might be some sort of a holding call or a push-off call.
It looked like a touch from me.
So we've got a penalty here. I'm not quite sure.
Tony Calabria has indicated that the defending middle is not moving forward.
Right.
So he's picked that.
So it was a good touch from Sean Francis in the end, but there's no advantage there for Team Grey. So they'll get another crack here.
Good shutdown defence by Dylan Hennessy. There's Kane with the ball. Kalen Bob.
Nice little flick pass back inside, but Hennessy again, he's up high. He's really cut that play off, 2 touches in a row.
So that was actually a good play, but Luke Kane unfortunately wasn't punching that inside hole. So when you do release the ball, you've got to think, is my job done?
Yeah.
So if he actually came back in, the play with the ball actually straightened up quite well, creating the numbers on the outside. And if he was punching that hole, it could have been a try.
Yeah, mate, that's the thing about touch football. It's one of those sports where it doesn't matter where you are on the park. If you're on the park, whatever you're doing is important.
100%, and we spoke about it before. Off-ball running is sometimes more important than the actual ball play, because you're the one that creates the opportunity. If you're punching a short hole, it puts a defender in 2 minds. Do I go in? Do I slot easier for the ball player?
So we're just coming into a little bit of a stalemate here. Both sides trying to get back over the try line. As Gray go back on the attack. To Edwards, beautiful early link ball, but again, I think that's James Blackwood there, is it? Or is it Marshall King? Sorry, it's Marshall King, you're right. Very, very quick off the mark, shut that down nice and early.
Good read by Marshall King, and still Blue have not been down there in a distinctive attacking set. Gray doing really well to hold them, but Blue really want to throw it round through Toner. He looks fast and he wants the ball in his hand, Toner, as Palau comes in off the wing. Gets caught, and again, they've lost momentum. Gray doing an outstanding job in defence. This is 5th and last.
Pete Norman straight through, no.
He just got him.
Jeez, the way he hit that hole there, you thought that there was nobody in sight. He was pretty confident he was going through, but...
just on the boot.
Moffat makes a last-minute swing. But I think you're right, Jackson. Like, at the moment, for me, Team Grey seem a lot more structured in their driving and getting up the park, whereas Blue seem to be a little bit more ad-lib using the ball around. But at the moment, Grey is getting that bit more of a punch, and as you see again, they almost go through again. Hennessy's had to knock the ball down and give them 6 more.
Lucky Hennessy got his finger. This is a great look at the ball speed off the deck here. Bang! Comes out right to left. Bob maybe 1 second earlier and hits the wing, but the ball speed.
Nice face play.
From his bubba, Jamin Bob. So the 2 Bob brothers in the middle. They're with Hayden Moffat. And they're so young, the Bob brothers. They have no right to be playing at this level at that age. They're just so young. There's amazing skill coming through the junior ranks in touch football, and one of them diving at the line.
It's just crazy. They're so confident. The next generation of players that are coming through, their confidence levels are just sky high. You see Jack Edwards here. He's a local Newcastle boy as well. He's getting his opportunity here on this stage. They just get in the way of each other a little bit there. Edwards set up again for one of the Bob brothers. Nice pass. Hennessy has to come in and make a play at it. And that's just enthusiasm. It's just enthusiasm, a 50-50 chance, and that's what we've seen this first half so far. Team Grey just seem to have a little bit more enthusiasm, and that's why they're just slightly on top so far, I believe.
Watch this. Hennessy knocks it up in the air. Right? There. Hennessy knocks it up in the air. Bob getting it, and the referee calls 5th and last. That's 6 again every day of the week.
Who was it? Which referee? Which referee was it?
He called 5th and last. That's right. Hennessy is going to do as much as he can to redeem That pass, that short ball, little bump around the back. So Hennessy's going to look to get the ball back quickly off the deck. But no, it's Bembo.
Nice little short side play, but it's well read. It's funny that you talk about the referees. I was down
What's that?
I was down in the change rooms before this game and talking to all three referees, and they said, "How's the commentary going? We watch the games back. Don't say anything too bad about us." But for the referees as well, this is another opportunity for them, just like the players, to get some experience under their belt at this level, because to be honest, over the last couple of years, some of these referees haven't seen much action as well. These guys will be going to Nationals next week, so it's a good hit out for the three referees here as well.
Oh, 100%. These are some of the best referees in the world at this tournament, and we're lucky to have them, having such classy and quality referees. There's no game without them, really.
And as we see, it's just a little bit uncharacteristic here of Team Blue so far in this first half. That's a really poor turnover. They certainly won't be happy with that for the experience that's in the side. And they're giving Team Grey this opportunity to extend the gap.
Good attacking position here. We've got Kane with the ball, looking to dish it around. You probably want the ball back or pick up out of half, and Adida just needs to get that down.
I think that's actually Seamus Edwards there.
Sorry, Seamus Edwards.
He was he had quite a role in the earlier mixed game, and I've been really impressed with the amount of work he's taken on board. He's definitely, again, not been intimidated at all by these more experienced players, and he's working in well with Luke Kane and some of the other senior players from Team Grey. But there's a half-time hooter. They've probably burned a little bit too much time off the clock there.
Yeah,
and that probably is a little bit of lack of experience there, taking a little bit too much time to get that set up that they wanted.
Yeah, there is no scoreboard out there, so they've got no idea what the time is. However, it does seem that Team Blue are a little bit flustered. Team Grey really up, a lot of energy. But my bet is coming out of that edge down the left-hand side of the field, it's really muddy, it's really chewy, it's really thick, and I think it's going to play a big game, a big part in the next second half for Team Blue.
So, Jackson, was there anyone in particular that stood out in that first half for you, or?
Yeah, I'll put my money down to Jardel Bob and Luke Kane. Luke Kane with that left foot step and coming back off his right, scoring between the two middles. That takes a certain bit of talent to do something like that.
Oh, it's just effortless too when he does it. It looked like absolutely no effort whatsoever when he's exerted to do that, but he's done it against the Australian Men's Open captain, so it's super impressive. But I think for mine, second half, I think you really see Team Blue step it up. They have to. They don't have a choice. They're not going to let Team Grey continue on with this in the second half. But we're going to have a short break here for just a minute or so. We'll be right back for the second half action here at the Bristol Paints Australian Open Touch Men's Open game.
Yeah,
to the touch Bristol football Paint on KO Sports.
That's where it's at. That's where we want to be. As
we get underway here for the second half. This is the final game this afternoon. It's been a great day here at Newcastle. Seen some really good touch in the mixed and the women's. Men's hasn't let us down so far as we're straight back on the attack with Team Grey. They're going to be attacking that muddy end, Jackson. So does that make it easier for them or harder for them?
So it's harder to defend, but when you're rucking out of the mud, it's easier to go forward than backwards.
Right.
So I think Grey might struggle under the heavy track as
right.
Blue run forward. That's my assumption.
Take on it, yep.
But we'll see how we go.
Okay, so Team Blue, again, they're just using the ball a little bit more than Team Grey getting up the field. That's nice and direct from Blackwood. Norman takes us over towards the sub-box. They'll look to get some fresh legs on. Nice, another direct drive there from Team Blue. But this is the last touch, I think.
It is.
Jackson Marshall King dances. Dancing.
Way.
Oh, hang on.
No.
This doesn't look good for Jordan Marshall King. He's clutching his Achilles. I hope it's not. I hope it's just maybe a slight ankle twist in the heavy ground. But
yeah, just watch his left ankle as he throws a dummy. He takes a step. That one.
There's no grimace on the face just yet. I think it's that. I think it's that very last one. Yeah.
Right.
It's that very last one, just again on the heavy ground. I think he's just gone a little bit over on it, but he's jogging now, so I think it's good news. I don't think it's an Achilles or anything serious like that.
You never want to see someone of that calibre like Geordie Marshall-King go down with an injury. He's had a few injuries in his time, but it's good to see him jogging back to the sub-boxes. Team Blue have some good field position through Palau.
Especially, again, at Bristol, Oz Open, this is really just about a tune-up for Australia. We really don't want to see any injuries come out of this whatsoever. It is a part of the selection process for our senior Opens Australian teams, who will take on both Japan and New Zealand a little bit later on in next year. Sorry, end of this year and early next year.
This will be interesting. Team Blue have the ball playing a bit of heads-up footy, and Hennessy's got... Unfortunately, Tony Calabria calling a touch pass, but Hennessy loves the broken down football, and someone's in the background.
Yeah, sorry, Jackson, we've got somebody down. It might be Nick. No, it's not Nicholas Good. It's number 14, Liam Robinson.
Yes, he's in the mixed squad as well, so I think it just might be a bit of cramping.
Yeah.
Because they've been working hard all day. We've had, we started at 8 o'clock this morning, and they're still running at 5 p.m. this afternoon. So some of Australia's greatest athletes on display here in Newcastle as Team Grey move their way easy into Team Blue's half.
And is that Kane again? That's the man, Luke Kane. He tries to go from half, and he's just playing with the defence at the moment. He's having a really good time out there, taking it to some of these senior players, and he draws a penalty from referee Kim Skelly.
So current scoreline 3-3. Team Grey have got Bob and Kane working it away in the middle. Oh,
this is a try. The referee's called ball down very confidently. So Kane again, it's that man, Luke Kane. And that was a simple, short side, quick release play. Nice solid dump. Blackwood gets caught up a little bit in the mud there, and Luke Kane saw that and backed himself and got to the outside.
See the deception of Kane, looking to go right, looking to go right, looking to go right, sees Blackwood pop up, gets his head down, cannonballs the touch, ball straight back to him, and Blackwood, there's no way he'd be getting back to the line. Kane slams the ball down for a try. That puts Team Grey up by 1.
Yeah, so it's 4-3 on the paint away scoreboard. Team Blue will really want to pick up the pace a little bit here. If they're not next to score, this could start to get away from them a little bit.
However, this is interesting because you've got a lot of the young boys in Team Grey, and the confidence that they're probably experiencing right now is second to none. But Team Blue, they might might just be thinking, mate, these young guys are toweling us up a little bit at the moment, so probably don't want to embarrass themselves is what they're thinking. As Team Grey just throwing the ball around.
It's Bob there with the ball. Gets it down. We're looking for a big left to right. There's space. And they're going to get 6 more here because Jonathan Plier came in for the shutdown. He was in the channel. So to me, I'm not too bad with that with that call, Jackson. I don't know about you, but
nah, what's he meant to do? He can't disappear. He's running in, he's committed to it. He's just throwing the ball into his chest. I'd say ball down.
You'd say ball down. I'd say 6 more.
Okay.
But as an attacking player, I'd say 6 more.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. I thought he might have been able to get that ball away, and Team Grey were walking over. Oh, the old sinker pass.
Oh. We almost saw a repeat there of the Marshall King bat on for the first try of the game, but didn't quite come off.
Little Jack Edwards is using his skills there.
Oh, you can just see how confident Team Grey are and how they've grown over the game. They are literally not holding back at all.
And it's something as well, when you've got confidence, you're more free-flowing, more experimental, more confident with your plays. And you can see Team Blue, they're a bit restricted in their movements, in their ball-playing abilities. So I'd say Team Grey have the upper edge at the moment.
And momentum in sport, in any sport, it's such a big thing, and it's so hard to turn it around when you're on the wrong side of it.
It is, but you just need one play. And when you've got the strike power of Nick Good, Dill Hennessy, Pete Norman, Kieran Toner, Geordie Marshall-King, the list goes on. When you've got that strike power, it just gives you confidence in the team that something will happen. These players can create opportunities.
Yeah, and I'm sure, look, the coaching staff, I'm sure that's what they're saying. They're probably just telling them, stick to the structure, stick to the game plan. It will come.
You'd say that, but at the moment, I don't know what the game plan would be from Team Blue. Is Team Grey just moving the ball around?
Well, does it start from defence when they're rolling up the park? Does it start from Team Blue just doing a little bit more, a couple percentage more, pushing up, cutting down this roll from Team Grey, like we see there? Attempted intercept there from Blackwood. If it comes off, that might be the play that changes the momentum.
Exactly, but Team Grey, they're just so good at moving the ball around and going forward with it.
And Dieter there throws a bit of an ugly pass to Cridlin, but he's done well to hold on. And this is the Queensland connection you were talking about earlier, Jackson. Cridlin into half. Great phase play, but Masashi... Masashi's done a really good job then. It was a 3-on-1.
It was a perfect pass just to the wrong bloke. Look at this from Cridlin.
Oh, he'd won his time again.
Oh, poor Criddo. He's done all the hard work, got himself into the perfect position. Unfortunately, ball goes to the wrong player.
It was great lead-up play. Just took the only option that he could have taken to not score a try.
But if you think about it, that's 2 bomb tries as well for Team Grey. The bat on, and then that try that unfortunately Cridlin just thrown to the winger.
Yeah, they're still on top. They're still on top of the game. They're still controlling the game a bit better than the more experienced Team Blue. But there's a mistake there. They're trying to claim that the Team Blue player ran back through, but they've got to control the ball better coming out of their half. So play on. Francis in at half. He offloads to Norman. Norman's probably one of the players that really needs to put his hand up here, take a bit more control. Him and Hennessy, we might see them do something here. Good's on the field as well. It's, as you said before, Jackson, it can come from any one of them.
And any one of them, the only Dylan Hennessy is out there with ball in hand. On his favourite edge, wants the ball back, probably will come off his right foot and does it. An early link pass. And that's a great read.
Jack Smith, great read there from the winger. And what I liked there, really watching the defenders there, one of the Bob brothers, when they were setting up on that 5th touch, he didn't sit back. He pushed up. He forced the issue on that dump, cut the time down of Dill Hennessy. And it's Luke Kane again. He'll flick it off the ground. No, he won't. He holds onto it. Dummies to a Dieter. Well defended there by Nicholas Good. They are running out of time here, Team Blue.
That's good running by Benbow. Look at the foot speed. If Team Blue can keep this roll on, Team Grey are going to be in very big trouble on their line. As Hennessy with it now and Marshall King looking to steam in.
Oh, nice little sweep of play. Tried to hit that link, but Dieter just did enough to get up in the channel and get his hand on that and swat down the threat. And it looks like, too, Jackson, that we might have some rain heading over to us as well. So Team Blue really want to get a wriggle on here with their attack. Oh, nice little face play here. Toner tried to shovel it out, but again, nice little shutdown there from the winger.
JC James Courtney out there on the right-hand edge, doing what he does best, stopping tries as Hennessy just makes that touch on the leg.
They've got to be in here, surely. They've got to be. Toner flicks it out. That's Jonathan Palau out there on the wing. He scored plenty of tries for this Australian men's side.
We just saw Team Grey go through that exact same play. Team Blue looking for that second phase, trying to catch the defence offline and biting in too hard and catching them out well. Team Blue, see, look at that. He's played it about 1 metre out from the try line, and it's an easy pass for Hennessy to Toner to Palau.
It's not much Adida could have done there. I think if he got himself in the way, he probably would have found himself in the sin bin.
Exactly.
So Grey goes on the attack again. Oh, they've got the numbers here. They're straight back in.
And the crowd appreciating the effort that Team Grey are putting to Team Blue. And that's right in front of the Jubilee tent.
And it was that combination you spoke about earlier again, Jackson. It's Cridlin and Moffat.
Yeah, and just the link biting in hard, a bit too hard. No need to bite there. You can just hold his line because Moffat's going nowhere. Cridlin's dummy half.
Yeah, and you can see...
There's no need to bite in on the dummy half. He can't score.
And you can see the frustration there of Peter Norman there, telling him to stay out. But Norman goes on the attack. He's in the 7 already. But well defended. Seamus Edwards.
Team Blue runs sitting at 4 tries. Team Grey takes that last try by Hayden Moffat, sitting on 5. So Team Grey leading by 1 try. 5 tries to 4 on the Manaway scoreboard.
There you go.
So Team Blue trailing by 1, the more experienced team.
So the one that will be barking orders here is Nick Good, number 164, the Australian men's captain.
And what's happened then, Jackson?
I think he's gone for a second phase play, but unfortunately the other players around him didn't know that he was actually going to play it. So he gets the ball back, trying to catch the link in, looking to play the ball quickly and get Dylan Hennessy into half, but Bob couldn't do anything. He couldn't disappear. He made the touch, and probably a poor decision to play the ball on that occasion.
Oh, and a touch has been called here by Nick Good.
And Luke Kane is not happy about that. Not happy about it at all. So this is the hard thing, right? You've got Team Grey and Team Blue. They're one squad. So where do you draw the line of competitiveness?
Oh, mate, there is right out here now today, there is no line because every player here, even though this is all Team Australia, every player here is first and foremost trying to put their best foot forward and try and crack this Australian side. So, mate, there is no line. And these guys, they're such professional athletes. As soon as they walk out onto the field, all friendships, all mateships,
bit of white line fever.
It's all gone. It's just bragging rights.
Exactly, but it's good to see. There's a lot of talent on display here in Newcastle, and at the moment, the talent's with Team Grey and the momentum's with Team Grey as Marshall King just throws a nice, gentle 25-metre ball across to Palau, and Team Blue, well, they've got the superstars on. Marshall King, Hennessy, Manaliso Masachi sitting out on the right-hand touchline. He hasn't gone over for a try just yet, but definitely knows his way across the try line. Hennessy will probably look to get this ball back off the ground. He just wants the ball in his hands.
We've got to play it down. Will the referee stop it? I don't know if he's seen it. He's going to call a try here anyway. He's going to call play through. It's number 9 for Team Grey, Jake Notley. He was sensational in the mixed game, but he's just, I don't know if he stood on his own foot or if he's been clipped by Hennessy. I don't know what. No, he's just stood on his own. Has he stood on his own foot or?
I don't know if he stood on his own foot or it's just a cramp of the calf. He seems to be walking fine as he makes his way back to the sub box. He's saying he's okay, so something just must have tightened up.
It is. It's just a cramp. It's just a cramp. But as you said before, it shows how hard you guys have been working all day because you have been here since 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really heavy conditions, so it's not uncommon to see guys starting to cramp up at this point.
And also the amount of extra effort you have to run onto this muddy grass, but
that is
making it look effortlessly.
Absolutely beautiful play by one of the Bob brothers. We'll get it right in a second. I think it's Jardel. Yep. Both Bob brothers in the mixed game and this men's game have been absolutely sensational. He saw that he had Toner on the outside. He backed himself and he just got to the try line. That is absolutely sensational attacking play. Beautiful, nice early out pass from number 7, Jack Edwards.
So that puts them back in front, 6 tries to 5.
We might see a drop-off here, Jackson. We haven't seen one yet today. We've been close. Every game so far has been 1 try. We might get one here. Dylan Hennessy again. This is it. This is the equaliser. You could see that gap opening up. Hennessy and Bembo, that's the 2nd or 3rd time they've combined today for a try off a short ball.
Look at Hennessy, the right foot step. Just the deception of what he's going to do. Sometimes you'll look in his eyes and he's looking somewhere completely different to where the ball goes. So it's not even a step, it's sort of a veer back to the left. Yes, he comes off his right. He's looking right into the eyes of the middle, really sucking him in.
At the same time, he's holding that ball back in his arms, looking like he's going to really lock and load for a link pass or a winger pass, and I think that's just what held the link, that one step enough to create that open space.
Oh, I thought if Kane started to motor towards the sideline, he might have been able to burn James Blackwood, but good defence by Blackwood coming across.
It's last touch here. Oh, and that's just a throw and hope there from Jack Edwards. That's an NFL pass.
That's not much doing there on the fifth and last, so
Team Blue might actually end up with the last opportunity here to get over the try line, because the scores are even 6-6 here on the Pain Away scoreboard. Can they pull it out at the last moment? I'll say they can.
You'll say they can?
There's too much quality across the park. It literally can come from anywhere.
Hennessy's come out of half. You never see Hennessy come out of half. That's the fastest I've seen Dylan Hennessy run in 10 years. Oh, was Kieran Toner onside?
No.
Wandering into professional foul territory.
Here comes Moffat. Charges onto the ball.
Good movement.
Seamus Edwards, it'll be on him on the last side. That is a great strike play from the link. I think it was James Blackwood there. No, is it Sean Francis playing in at link?
I think so, it is.
What's he doing at link? He's a winger.
Just showing his skills.
Whatever he did, that was a sensational read, because if he didn't get on his bike and get up there and knock that touch off, Team Grey probably goes over the try line.
Look at the effort from Bembo again. He's just so quick coming into the strike touch, but unfortunately ball is going to ground there. So Team Grey, good field position. They'll try and get some strike weapons onto the field at the moment. There's about 1:30 to play on the clock, so this could be the deciding moment for Team Grey.
The ball's in Jack Edwards' hands. He gets it over to Bob. He's going to sweep around the back. They give it straight to him off the deck. Oh, he throws a bit of a loopy Harbour Bridge pass there to Cridlin. That's not going to be good enough to beat
fifth and last. You try and get a 6 again.
Oh, you saw Francis there. He was very quick to get his hands down by his side. That's experience.
Oh. And again, Blue struggling to go forward. Team Grey, there's 1 minute left on the clock. Can Blue get up the other end? But Grey doing a great effort to stop him halfway up the field.
Now, I've seen Pete Norman win some games right to the death many, many times. So is it going to be him, or
it is
looks
Hennessy?
Like Hennessy. Oh, they've run into each other there.
It's a great touch by Grey.
That's exactly what they needed. Nothing illegal in it, just nice, solid in front. Held Team Blue up.
Well, there's 30 seconds to play. Team Grey looking a bit befuddled coming to the sub box, but what they need to do is just get the ball down and someone with some quick foot speed scooping through.
Kane's on the field with Moffat, the Central Coast connection. Kane's going to go. This is the last play. He's got to go. He's looking for maybe a penalty. They've got to play through call. He's into the in goal. This could be it. That's the winner. Team Grey have won it. It's Notley. Jake Notley
and there's the hooter in the background.
Sideline. Team Grey have pulled this out of the bag to beat the more experienced Team Blue, and that was an absolutely sensational half run from Luke Kane.
Look at him, he goes right, he goes left, he goes right, turns Norman inside out, Norman stops. And it's none the other,
desperation from Blackwood. He tried to get the foot, but just quite couldn't get there.
And Jake Notley's recovered from his calf cramp. That's him scoring the try, running through. Kane looking for him, puts the ball down, and look at the celebration from Notley. Oh, he's happy with that one.
Norman's not.